Everywhere burst few hours ago as Nigerians have finally burst out in their thousands. They have finally burst out few hours ago amidst the hardship that is ravaging the land. Amidst what Tinubu is making them to be going through. You know, a lot of Nigerians are saying enough is enough. They said they can't even wait till October 1st. That's what they actually announced for the next protest. They said no, that they can't wait till then, that hunger will finish everybody before then, that the cost of commodity of goods, the price of things will finish everybody before then. Now they said Tinubu must sack himself before that time. That's what a lot of Nigerians are saying. Now the news came out a few hours ago that Tinubu is finally considering sacking himself and all. You know, they said they don't want to see Tinubu and his family close to that seat again. I'll play you the full video in this very video. You will see things for yourself. You will hear from Seun of Chinese television. He even burst out. He said the heat is too much, that he did not want Tinubu in that place again and all. You will hear everything for yourself. If you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share it to different streaming platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'll play the video. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome me back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you that are coming across this channel for the very first time, for those of you that are new on this platform, ensure you click the registration button that is appearing on your video screen right now, and at the same time click the notification bell icon, that is the bell icon, so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Kasala boss few hours ago, a lot of Nigerians are reaching right now. They said enough is enough. This hardship is too much. People cannot survive in this economy of Nigeria again. The people that have been managing their life from the time that Nigerians have been existing, many of them cannot live in Nigeria again. Many people are now slumming into Ghana. Imagine Ghana. Many people are slumming into Cameroon. A lot of Nigerians cannot stay in Nigeria again. Those people that don't have money for visa, they can't stay in Nigeria again. A lot of them are in Nigeria eating grasses because they can't afford the commodity of goods in the market because there's hyperinflation and the government is putting Nigerians in a multi-dimensional poverty. A lot of Nigerians have finally burst out a few hours ago. They said no, enough is enough. They march out in their thousands. You know, they're supposed to be in their different fuel stations queuing for 8 hours. They left their vehicles, they left everything, they marched in street. They said no, they are not going to queue for 8 hours for fuel. They said they need Tinubu to unseat himself as the Minister of Petroleum and all of that, so that they can actually give account of how they spending Nigerian petrol, of how they using Nigerian petrol, how many liters are Nigerians consuming in a day, and all of that. Nigerians said they need to know. They're asking the NPC the question now. They said Tinubu must leave that city. They don't want to see Tinubu in that very city again. And you will hear from Seun of Chinese television to come out and make it known to the general public that he's not scared of Bla.St. Tinubu, that if Nigerians are scared of talking, that we're not scared of talking, that we never be scared of talking, that we come out to say the way it is, that the heat is too much for him. Even he as a journalist that is coming out to make podcast every day on Chinese television, he said the heat is too much for him, and you will hear things for yourself. He said Tinubu should not put finger in his eyes and all of that. You will hear things. They shake table few hours ago. Tinubu and his children and his wife and family, they can't bear it again because Nigerians are giving them heat in the eyes order. A lot of Nigerian boss have to swear for them. They swear for Tinubu, they swear for Tinubu children, they swear for Tinubu wife and all of that. Even the children that have not been born, they swear for all of them. You will see show in this very video. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share it to different streaming platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, a lot of people are tired of the ongoing situation of Nigeria. The people that put on in this very midst, in the Aso Rock chamber, enjoying and living their luxurious lifestyle there. You will see the breakdown of how they have been eating Nigeria raw. What you did not know about the morning of Nigeria, how we get to this level, how Nigerian government actually put us here, how Tinubu and his people actually eat us raw. You will see everything. They actually break it down in a very short video. I'm going to play the first video for you to see how Nigerian government actually mismanage our money, what they use the money to do that you did not even know. You will hear everything in a very short video. And as if that is not enough, I'm coming back again to play the video of where Tinubu is actually considering sacking himself and all. You will see things for yourself. Nobody expected few hours ago. Nigerians have finally burst out in their thousands. How many of us are you gonna kill? That's the question that a lot of Nigerians are asking. So just stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share it, just share it. Let it go viral. Let a lot of Nigerians know what is happening right now. And if you can share it, just like it. I'm coming back again.
In the midst of crippling, grinding, biting inflation, The President and the National Assembly voted 21 billion to renovate, hear me, renovate the Vice President's house. 70 billion naira was voted to the National Assembly members to buy SUVs, as 260 million naira for each one for senators and House of Reps members. 4 billion naira was voted to renovate Dodam Barrack. Another 3 billion for Aguda House. 5 billion was given to the Presidential Task Force, a tax reform committee, less than 20 members. 1.5 billion was given to purchase cars for the First Lady, an office unknown to our Constitution. Judges, for job well done, got 300% salary increase. I'm not complaining, no. I'm not saying judges should starve. 5 billion was budget for presidential fleet. At least one report, they will buy fuel now, have you? Every senator gets 21 million naira monthly. No, don't worry, I didn't forget the reps, 13.5. This government voted it. We are going to be spending 15 trillions to pave the road with gold from Lagos to Calabar. And your president's friend is the one building the road, Uncle Chagori. Yeah. Unlike when they used to go to Mina, if they wanted to speak with the occupiers of Aso Rock, these days they go to Uncle Chagori in France so that he can speak with his friend, the same one who gave him the road. And yet, we are told, calm down. We are told to calm down. Where is the money taken from the subsidy? If you say there is no more subsidy, but then we now know that there is subsidy. When you take all of this together, and you then factor in the multidimensional sufferings of the victims of the system that would allow all of these, you can then begin to have an inkling, an understanding of the anger that you are seeing on the streets. Hopelessness births chaos. Hopelessness births chaos. Give the people hope. It's not about letting the poor breathe, because they certainly aren't breathing. You've choked them. But give them hope. Not illusion, hope. Hope, real hope, substantive hope. Give them hope. Let them have a basis to believe that tomorrow will be better than today. Show by your own example that you still believe that we should be tightening our belt. Tighten yours as an example. Let them see it. Shame on you all. There are exceptions, but shame on you all. You can't speak to demand justice before this mess broke out, and you have no credibility to sue for peace. You have no credibility because you are part and parcel of the mess. And that goes for you, the Muslim clerics as well, and even more shame on the traditional religionists. We can't even find one of you who will come out and speak against the abomination to which your spirituality, quote and unquote, has been pressed. I have never believed that our situation can be resolved by protests, because we do not have listeners in government. They are and but the protests are started. I have no single word of condemnation for those who have decided that their only recourse is to protest. They tried doing it with their votes. Their votes didn't count. Okay, so elections are over. Who is not feeling the pain now? All of us are feeling the pain. All. Bulaba, Batidiots, articulated, obedience, revolution, everybody is feeling the pain. We all go to the same market. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, everybody is feeling the pain.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what DELE FAROTIMI actually break down. I was even thinking, and a lot of Nigerians were even thinking, that the 21 billion that they gave for the building of Shetima House, we were thinking they used to build the house from scratch. But if you should listen to what DELE FAROTIMI said, he said the 21 billion was used to renovate in capital letter. That shows that the house had been existing, but they used 21 billion to renovate it. Have you seen a 21 billion naira house? Do you know how that house is going to be? Do you know how that house is going to be massive? What can 21 billion build? Is it heaven that they're building the house? This one is not even built, it's renovation. They call it renovation. What is happening in Nigeria? Even the 100 million naira house in Lekki is very massive. Talk less of 1 billion naira house. Talk less of 21 billion naira house. Look at what they're using Nigeria money to do, and they're telling us that the money is not there, that everybody should be managing and everybody should be undergoing this hardship, poverty. Everybody should be undergoing this multidimensional poverty. Look at what they putting Nigerians into. Those are the questions that Nigerians are asking. They said no, enough is enough. Now, Seun almost cried few hours ago. He was wiping his face and wiping tears few hours ago in a live interview that he was granting himself. You know, he was granting the interview in cause of Tinubu pains and all. What Tinubu have put Nigerians into. Seun almost cried. That was when Seun burst out. They said, if Nigerians cannot talk, if Nigerians cannot talk out based on the pain that they undergoing under the regime of Tinubu, that enough is enough. Amidst the fuel price that NARRATION actually came out few days ago to just announce impromptu that the fuel price is going to 897 naira per liter, and that's to tell you that some fuel stations in Nigeria will be selling around 1,200 naira per liter, and some are already selling it at the moment. That's what Nigerians are going. Cost of transportation has spoiled everything in Nigeria. People cannot transport themselves. Talk less of transporting goods in Nigeria again. People left their self in fuel station. They left their can, they left their cars, they left their motorcycle and everything in fuel station. They marching in their thousands today. Said no, Tinubu must leave that petroleum minister seat because it's not giving account of everything of how Nigerian petrol is being used and all. Now, what we have in our own country is now suffering us. We are now suffering for what we are producing and we're selling to other countries. Now, you will see in this very video, they said Tinubu's son is always following Tinubu up and down. Anytime Tinubu wants to make his devilish policy and all, that will put the life of the people in danger, because according to reports, a lot of people actually lost their life because of this hardship that Tinubu actually put Nigeria into, because of this policy that Tinubu put Nigeria into. A lot of people have actually lost their life, which a lot of people did not know. People lost their life. I saw it. I saw people dying of hunger in Nigeria themselves. You know, a lot of things have gone wrong in this country, and the people cannot talk out. When they talk out to protest, they arrest them. They charge them for treason, and treason, according to the law, is punishable by death. And the government have no evidence of the treason that they charge them for. They stay in detention till now. The people that come out to protest on August 1 to August 10, the end bar government protesters, they stay in detention. More than 2,000 people. Now, you will hear everything according to what Seun played out few hours ago. They said Tinubu must resign himself. He must impeach himself. That's why a lot of Nigerians are saying they want to reap the dividends of their country. They say, what are they really enjoying from Tinubu? Just stay connected. They said the son of Tinubu is falling up and down wherever he wants to do his devilish policy to put Nigerians in poverty and in pain. They said the son of Tinubu will always be there with him. They will see him at the back of Tinubu. As who? Those are the questions that Nigerians are asking. As who? Which office is they occupying? Which office is the daughter of Tinubu occupying? Which office is the son of Tinubu occupying, including the wife of Tinubu? Which office? Just stay connected. You will hear things for yourself. You can share the video. Just do it to share. Share to groups. Share to different people. Let a lot of people get to know what is going on in the country. And if you can't share it, just like it as a watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that to be recommended. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Now, they then became in charge of the country by 2015. The price per liter was 97 naira. And as at 2012, they resisted vehemently that the Nigerians could not afford an increase. And as a feeling right-thinking government, we backed down because you are not serving yourself, you are serving the citizens. Between 2015 to date, they have brought the price to, some would say 800 and something, some would say 900, some would say over 1,000. They make the most annoying excuse as though they sought our permission as Nigerians before they devalued our currency, making us now have a painful exchange rate of $1 to 1,600 naira
at the parallel market.
At the parallel market, it's almost the same because they've liberalized it down, but there's no room for arbitrage. So they say our currency has become the weakest in the sub-region, weaker than the CFA. And now they come to town and tell us that, okay, in 2023, before sitting down to understand what's in the books, subsidy is gone. If you recall, Seun, at that time I said they would have been more clever to have said we're increasing the price because they are making a promise they won't be able to keep, since you are going to be dealing with a product that is dominated by Forex. And then they also kind of like liberalize it and all of that. Look, my friend is not right when he says the landing cost the refinery is 50 cents, is 700 or 800, and that's not correct.
In a global standard.
In a global standard, it's not correct. In the global standard, the cost of a barrel of crude now is about $73. From 1 barrel of crude, you will get about 159 liters of petrol. If you do the maths, and then you then ask yourself, do the refineries in America, are they paying salaries in Naira that you will now say the cost of, you know, what do you call it? The cost of labor is the same? You will tell me that the cost of taxes are the same, your excise duty is the same, the money you use to transport is the same, Look, we can be deceiving ourselves that a nation, just like when the French Revolution was coming, that people can come and speak government out of the mess government has created without taking into cognizance the mood of the country, the pressure of the people, their ability to survive, and without taking also into serious cognizance the central role of these things on the life of the smallest person in the farm, on the villages, and the cost of transportation. The federal government is joking, and they had better do everybody in this country a favor, revert the numbers. Why? Because the federal government, the president cannot say, I am the Minister of Petroleum, and then he will sit on top of that responsibility over and above the big responsibility of being president and be explaining to us in a manner that they should have ordinarily been impeached. Because you can't tell us that, see, the NNPC is saying they've been carrying a burden of $6 billion. Who authorized them to carry that? Who made the appropriation? Who gave them authority? Who appropriated it? Where did they get the right to do that?
But they were the
federal money. That is besides the point. Federation's monies are not spent like that. They're saying now that they have to make appropriation, or they're going to give $3 billion to the federal account. That's the last thing they say. Look, Seun, a nation is not run as if it's your private enterprise. There is separation in the government, and there is a National Assembly that is supposed to legislate and give you appropriation powers to do certain things.
But Mr. Shekumi, the NNPC,
let me launch.
Is the federal government saying that, look, we are not privy, the market forces are taking control. If the NNPCL says they've spent this money, but what we are hearing is, in fact, the availability problem was caused because NNPCL is owing to the tune of billions of dollars to those who have lifted, and that's why
you need to let me land.
And I'm saying
the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Tinubu, with due respect, could not have said this nation is not paying subsidy, and then one entity under this federation that does not have powers to run as if it's on the moon, in Mars, or in Jupiter, will now come and tell us that, oh, we have been buying the fuel, and they are scared of using the word subsidizing it. Who appropriated that?
So invariably they've been subsidizing.
They've not used the adjective subsidizing. They will have to come and tell us who gave them permission to appropriate our monies in that manner. One, how can you run the most important thing that carries our economy in such an opaque and a voodoo manner? And when we speak to these issues, with due respect, when we speak to these issues, we speak to these issues because the fact that they are in government does not mean they love the country more than those of us that are not in government. And they got a very small, very small number to come and run this country. Therefore, they don't even have the majority right to be running all of us into trouble. The cost of living of our people is very high. They can barely cope. Our unemployment figures are very high. They can barely eke a living. You have just said you are going to pay civil servant 70,000 naira. We have not seen how that is going to be, matched by private sector. Those who are not even on the payroll still have to survive. At the same time, you have increased the cost of energy. People still have to survive. At the same time, they even have the temerity to say they are going to increase VAT by 10%. Let us just be clear. The last outing when people were going on, they were going to say they are going to shut down the country and all that. We pulled them back with all our strength and didn't join it because we felt that, okay, let's just manage that period. You cannot insult our sensibility with less than a month after such an event, and you are telling us now you are moving it to what? Who gave them the right to do that?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If you were the CEO of a private company,
which company is that?
No, I'm just giving an example. If you are a CEO of a private company, and the kind of statement that came from the NNPCL over the weekend, which a lot of people felt offended by, and in any case, coming out and unveiling to Nigerians what they have been doing that has become less transparent. What would you be doing to such the head or the leadership of such an entity?
There is, you see, I have wondered, except to maybe if they have some crooked underarm dealings that government is just allowing them to get away with. There is no reason why Mile should be sitting down on that chair.
I'm imagining
he has been in charge
the
of
National Assembly.
He has been in
just a moment. I'm asking you a question in the direction of where you are going.
Yeah.
That if Mr. Mele Kyari, who says he is in charge of a private entity that government has a stake in, is answerable to the private interest in a capitalist economy, what about the interest of the Nigerian people as represented by the National Assembly? If this kind of thing is going on over the weekend and now, shouldn't any reasonable National Assembly representing the voices of the Nigerian people be calling Mr. Mele Kyari and everybody that is involved to question them and answer to Nigerians the question about these prices, isn't it?
Seun, a serious National Assembly will not just be calling Mele Kyari, it's too small. A serious National Assembly will be calling the president, who doubles as the Minister of Petroleum, to come and answer charges. Appropriation is a very serious issue. One of the easiest way to get yourself into impeachment is for you to abuse your responsibility and authority. Somebody has some explanation, some serious explaining to do. I ask you, is the NNPC, whether it is privatized or not, running our national asset of crude and all of that on its own whims and caprice? And is it spending the resources that it makes by the sales of our national asset on its whims and crasses? Who gave them the authority to be balancing up the books and the numbers? How come they could have told us that there's no subsidy, and they're coming out to tell us not only have there been subsidy, they're telling us we are even owing to the tune of almost $6 billion, and then to slap us in the face in a most annoying and unfeeling manner. They're telling us they're going to change the price just like that.
Hold on, Mr. Oshowome. We're going to go on a break just in a moment. But I like to also balance this conversation because the presidency has been reacting about these subsidies that you're talking about. And this is what Mr. Bayo Onanuga said. He said, and I quote, "The Tinubu government did not lie about fuel subsidies. I have read a series of articles attacking the federal government for not telling the truth about fuel subsidy payments, following NNPC Limited's admittance that it was owing suppliers some $6 billion US. The truth is that there is no discovery, no lie uncovered. The government has been faithful to its policy that it was no longer going to pay fuel subsidies since President Tinubu announced the regulation of the PMS sector on the 29th May 2023. Since then, subsidy provisions have disappeared from the budget. It was not in the supplementary budget of 2023, not in the 2024 budget, and the amended 2024 budget. How do you react to that?
They're acting in a more annoying manner. It means that not only are they spending without appropriation, they are even spending money that nobody knows where they are getting it from. So when people say our oils are stolen, our oils are not made, we're not auditing it well, we don't know how much we've made, why would you be disappointed when the people that are in charge of the government have the temerity to be telling us that NNPC has been spending that much money on whose authority and by whose approval?
The presidency has said we do not know anything about it.
Really?
They say
that's
ask NNPCL.
That is an impeachable offense. The man doubles as the Minister of Petroleum.
But they said that it has been deregulated.
That your grandfather was a thief. Does that mean if your father steals a goat, they will not accuse him of being a thief? That was what happened then. This we're talking about now. I just told you the figures and how much we were selling it then. 97 naira. And how much are they telling us come and buy it today? Can the Nigerians even afford it? It's one thing for you to be running a for-profit country in the midst of people that get enough wages that they can get by. You want to run a for maximum profit country so that you can sickle in money, share it with the states and local government without the commensurate ability to supervise and know what they are doing with the money, and the Nigerian citizens will be the one bleeding. They have something coming.
All right.
And they will be shocked at what will come at them.
Let's take a breather, everyone. But when we come back, more analysis for us to do. And of course, NLC is on the other hand. They're saying they're already meeting and cooking up plans on how to properly respond to the federal government in the pricing of petroleum products. But of course, there's a lot of explanation to be made in this regard. If you are not feeling it, I am feeling it.
In 2014, the exchange rate was how much? It was $1, worst case 199, almost 200 naira. In the space of how many years are we drinking dollar as a source of survival? What are we buying extra that it is now in our country that the dollar is 1 to 160? Who presided over that economy? Even at the height of the Buhari regime, what was our exchange rate? Now, okay, the Dangote refinery, which I've really commended him for even rescuing us as a people so that they can even say that black men can do things on their own. I've thanked him for that. The question you will ask is, who even gave the license? Was it not the PDP government of Jonathan? You see, without being political, you have to be a humanist. You have to look at the faces of your citizens, your cousins in the villages and in the far-flung corners of the country, and just imagine how they are coping even as of today. And you know for a fact that the price of these things will impact transportation. Transportation will impact cost of food. And you are dealing with... No, these guys are... No, with due respect, the language we chose was well weighed and conciliatory. It ought to have been hotter than that.
You mean what Debo Ologunagba wrote?
Oh, he wrote on our behalf, and we adopt everything he has said. It was very mild. If it was them, when Lai Mohammed used to sit on this chair, they used to remove smoke from their nose, ears, and head on simple things. And now they're in charge of the country. They've made everybody's life miserable. And we thought they had come to an end of it. They couldn't even give us the benefit of enjoying the fact that now we have local production in Dangote and our expectation will be something better. They had to come and kill everybody's joy on the same day. No, they have something coming. You know, NASA has told them there's going to be a call out. I'm sure it won't take long before Labour joins them. And by the grace of God Almighty, we will all empty into the street and ensure that go they will. If they will not listen appropriately, if they think that anybody is going to allow them...
Do you think that this government is not listening?
No, I think this government is sheer irresponsible and incompetent. Nobody has time for pussyfooting and powdering their face anymore. What do you think they are doing? Do you know what's going on in the country? Do you know how many lives have been lost as a result of their useless policies that doesn't make sense? What kind of person who calls himself an accountant would not know that a nation that is so export dependent, you got to manage your exchange rate, how by crook or by means, or whatever means? What kind of person comes onto a chair? He has not even looked at the books. He doesn't even know what is there. He doesn't say, it's gone, it's gone.
But the president that told Xi Jinping, the Chinese president, he is a reformer that is trying to take a painful route in reforming the economy and the nation.
Thank you. For a man who's using our money to be buying new jets, for a man who's buying Escalades bulletproof, for a man who's spending money like he's going out of fashion, is that how Deng Xiaoping managed China before he got to Xi Jinping? Is that how China? He's not reforming anything. He's just wasting everybody's time and creating chaos. And he's trying to get national anger to get to a point. It will be a boiling point. Let me tell you, my dear friend, everywhere you have seen a tipping point where people have just said enough, It has always been one senseless government policy after the other, with their lackeys coming to say, oh, it's okay. You are forgetting that we're talking about human lives here. We're talking about people's hunger. We're talking about the cost of living of the Nigerian people. What is their excuse? You are telling us now that, oh, NNPC that can say they are bringing a profit of, is it 3.7 trillion as their profit, at the same time, this is madness. This is sheer arrant madness. We are all the owners of this country together. Those of us that scream and shout, it's because we love the country and we don't want anything or not to us to happen either to the country or to the democracy. But you can't be poking your fingers in people's faces. Right. Or it will end up hitting the shit will hit the roof, so they say.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Seun Okinbaloye actually said in this very video. You know, he said he is feeling the heat. That if Nigerians are not feeling the heat, that he himself is feeling the heat. Now the heat is too much for him, even as a journalist. You know, he said the heat is too much for him. Do you know how a world-class journalist is earning? Seun is not just an ordinary journalist. He's a world-class journalist as far as Nigeria is concerned. He's highly rated. For him to come out to make it known that the heat is getting to him, you should know how it have gotten to in Nigeria. And that man that you're hearing that Seun was granting an interview to, you can hear what that man was spitting out. He made it bold and clear that Tinubu is running Tinubu and Son Nigeria Limited. That's what is happening. Anywhere you see Tinubu making his devilish policy that is going to impoverish the people in higher poverty, you will see the son of Tinubu at his back. The son of Tinubu always got his back. That's what is happening. Even for the son of Tinubu to be using the presidential jet, you can see what is happening. He uses the presidential plane when Tinubu got into power. You can see what is happening. What temerity, what effrontery, who gave him the audacity? That's what Nigerians are asking. What kind of position is he occupying that will always be at the back of Tinubu in all meetings and all? What kind of position is he occupying? What kind of position is the daughter of Tinubu occupying? What kind of position is the wife of Tinubu occupying before they can use her money to buy cars or convoy for her and all of that? Which position is she occupying? Is she not the same person that came out to make it known to the general public that she and his family, they are blessed by God and they don't need Nigerian money for anything? What are they then using Nigerian money to do for her? Those are the questions that a lot of Nigerians are actually asking. Tinubu made himself the Minister of Petroleum. We're thinking we actually put someone in charge of the Nigeria Petroleum. Oh, but he made himself the Minister of Petroleum. Now he can't give account of how Nigeria Petroleum goes and how it's being used. Why are we in this stage? Why are we still queuing in this 2024 regarding fuel and all of that? We can't see fuel to buy in our country. What we importing to other countries, what we sending to other people, we can't see to buy in our country. You can see what that man actually said. He said when they were doing the NPA government protest from August 1 to August 10, he said he and his other cabinets and all, they try everything possible, because it's not an APC man, it's even a PDP man. They said they try everything possible to draw people back so that people will not join the protest by them not joining the protest and all. He said 1 month after the protest, what temerity, what audacity, what effrontery did Tinubu and his people have to bring in no policy that will impoverish the people in the higher poverty again. He said what is coming for them, they did not know it. What is coming for them, what is coming to their doorstep, that they did not know it, that when Nigerians will actually rise up, nobody will be able to stop them this time, because Ore is actually making the ring. So Ore is hammering it and is ringing the bell that the August protest will not be as worse as the October protest. He said the October protest will gonna be organized, that is going to be very organized, unlike the August protest that wasn't organized well. He said it will be organized in such a manner that they will not have a turning back, that there's not even deadline for the protest to end and all. And you can see the August protest that is not even up to anything. How many people actually come out? Just few number of people and everything went worse in Nigeria. How much more when the people come out in their millions and all, because the people actually feeling the heat. Now Dangote actually come out to make a refinery in Nigeria, apart from the fact that they make his eyes to see shege regarding the refinery before they can grant the license and all. This man was even making it clear in the interview of Seun Okinbaloye in Chinese television there a few hours ago. He was making it clear that it was even the government of Jonathan that granted the permission or the license for Dangote refinery. It's not even the Tinubu government or APC government. He said for Dangote to single-handedly build a refinery, what Nigerian government refused to build, what Nigerian government were saying they were unable to build, for a man to be able to build it in Nigeria, and the man built the world-class own. You can see the Dangote refinery, and Nigerians were having the joy that if Dangote should refine the fuel for them, if Dangote can be responsible for their refinery and all, they said the cost of fuel will be cheaper because Dangote is ours and all. But the same day that Dangote announced that fuel will be circulating in different fuel stations all across Nigeria within the next 48 hours. The moment Dangote made the announcement, NNPC increased fuel price from around 600 and something to around 897 naira. They killed the joy of a lot of Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians were anguishing in pain and in suffering now. They're anguishing in total pain because they were thinking that the Dangote refinery is coming down to relieve them of the fuel price and all, because the fuel price have actually affected the economy of Nigeria. It have affected the life of a lot of people, because the fuel price is the one that is responsible for the cost of transportation, and the cost of transportation is the one that is responsible for the price of goods, and that is what is happening. That's how the economy of the country is being run. But the moment Dangote announced, NNPC increased fuel price, and the fuel is still very scarce. Come and see what is happening in the country. Have NNPC turned themselves to demon in Nigeria? NNPC come out to announce that Nigerians are consuming a particular barrel of fuel or liters of fuel in a month. Nigerians were shocked with the estimation that NNPC actually said. Nigerians were saying they can't consume that amount of fuel. Where is Nigeria fuel going to? They asking NNPC the question. Now Dangote will bring it to place. Now Dangote is now refining fuel. Now the question is, Dangote will be able to tell us the true amount or the true liters of fuel that Nigerians are consuming in a month. NNPC are in total pain at the moment, and Nigerians are already coming for them. That's what this guy is saying in this very video. He said what is coming for Tinubu, what is coming for NNPC and all, they will not expect it. He said Tinubu will remove subsidy, and the money, the dividends that is coming from the subsidy, he will share to state governors, to local government people and all of that. And as if that is not enough, the people will not be monitored on how they spend the money, and the Nigerian people are the one that bleeded for the money to come out. They are the one that are anguishing in pain and poverty before the money for the subsidy comes out, because they're the one responsible for the higher poverty. They're the one going through the higher poverty. They're the one going through the community of goods in market and all. And for the money to come out, and Tinubu share it to the state governors and all, and he did not monitor what they use the money to do. He said Tinubu will be held accountable. It is not the state government that removes subsidy. Who the people know that remove subsidy is Tinubu. That's what this man is saying in this very video. So drop your opinion in the comment section on this video. Seun almost shed tears few hours ago regarding the same interview, because everybody is feeling the pain, including him, saying that is a journalist. Drop your opinion. What do you think? Feel free to see your mind at the comment section of this video, as I'm going out there to get another for you and share. Follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV, at LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you with the for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.